I'm gonna blame Jay.
Okay.
Let's say if that's what she does anyway. Let's be honest.
Stop being a little bitch.
Okay,
I will. Stop hitting me.
Redstone.
Redstone. Oh, hold on. I dropped it there. I should have brought a shovel. That would have made this a lot faster.
Oh, look, they're all, adults.
The ones in the chicken murder later, or whatever we called it.
Yes.
Here,
And
Jay.
I forget to hit the button.
Ah, thank you.
Yes, I did.
And of course, the first thing I do is destroy part of the ground I wasn't trying to knock out, because that's what I do.
You are a menace with tools.
In real life as well.
Yes, I'm sure.
Well, what has been, I'm sure, driving everyone nuts is the fact that I've been building shelving around my computer, or at least storage for video games. But, due to the fact that there's not too much room in the basement where, all the tools and stuff are, I've been sitting here, like, building shelving at the dining room table. So
Yes, right next to me while I attempt to play video games.
yeah, so everyone's trying to do shit, and I'm just sitting here with a hammer going, wham, wham, wham.
Yes, it's not been...
So when you're doing it, are you actually saying wham, wham, wham at the same time?
No, you see, he's singing Wake Me Up Before You Go Go.
Keep me hanging on like a yo-yo.
Gee, you see, nobody got that, and that's because you suck.
Well, that's because I think we're the only ones that actually paid attention to popular music from our generation.
I'm
Go
not
with-
that
yeah.
old!
That was the 80s.
That's technically not my generation, as I was not old enough to remember anything from it.
You were alive.
Shut up!
Anyway.
Look, all of us here were alive for some portion of the 80s. Let's just move on.
Yeah,
Exactly. I was not sentient yet.
we are all old.
Mind you, I wasn't alive in the 80s until 1984, but
Neither was she.
that's just because I'm awesome.
Neither is she. And, actually, Rob was, of course, in the 70s, but
Yes.
not enough to remember it. I took that metal upstairs to put it back, and then I put food away and left.
That was one of my favorite moments on Superhero Time this year. You know, Rob is as old as Gundam. Oh.
Um,
Yes, my podcast is good for lots of things.
It is.
Mostly making people feel bad about themselves.
I just keep finding stupid shit in this unmarked chest that shouldn't be there when there are chests for the stuff.
I think that stuff was actually someone's equipment they put there,
It's entirely possible.
because they were going to do other stuff and then forgot it existed.
Yeah, well, I think you're ugly and nobody loves you.
Alright.
I
Except
found a cave full of horrible things.
All caves are full of horrible things, let's be honest.
Well, maybe these are more horrible.
literally is a cave full of my mother. Or
Alright,
would
so
that be my mother full of cave?
your mom is the cave.
Yeah, that's the
Creeper.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Those go that way. I kind of have to lay this out in my head to make sure I get this lined up right.
Yeah. And then you've got to
Be killed
Okay.
horribly.
Now,
make sure that, I guess make sure things can't spawn behind the current herpes.
current herpes.
Well, it all comes back to herpes.
The current herpes.
Yes.
Eh.
It's electric herpes.
You don't want any of that outdated herpes. You want
Nah, you want the new
the, you want the
fancy
herpes that's new to today.
Herpes 2.0. Which is also what they call her, her mother. Just so, coincidence-wise there.
How about that?
Alright. Goddamn pumpkins take a while to harvest by hand.
Yeah,
A little bit, yeah.
Because if we can... Honestly, we have the materials, we ought to just build a whole damn row of pistons.
Well, that's kind of what I'm working on here.
Well, I mean, I could go make more pistons, is what I'm saying. If we really need them.
in the butt.
Well, you can make them.
Holy shit, where do these cows come from?
Oh, I led those over the other day.
Yeah.
It took like 45 minutes to get them across the damn bridge.
That
This
was
is-
back whenever I actually had to sleep, wasn't it?
This is why,
yeah.
This is why we do that sort of thing off camera. Because no one cares. I mean, seriously. Everyone knows we're not really... everyone knows we're not cheating, except when we are. Oh.
Okay,
You
now,
get that on camera.
I promise I did not use cow eggs to get those cows there.
Yeah. That's the point. But yeah, it's just, this would have taken the better part of, like, a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A day in real life time to get
It
cows.
just was at night.
Yeah. Maybe we should build an auto cow murderer too at some point.
I thought about that, I just have yet to come up with a way of how it would work.
Yeah, that is the tricksy bit, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you just have to make it, too wide and open the hole in the floor to two.
There.
Have two pistons opposite of each other that open up and make a two-block space.
Huh.
Oh my god, did I just think up something intelligent?
Well, fine, if you want to make
For
sense about
Minecraft?
it.
If I want to what?
Make sense about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll try again. Herp, derp, derp, herp, derp.
That's better.
Well, no, but you're robbing me and Jay of hours of trying to brainstorm
Yeah.
a simple device, and,
That's pretty much it, yeah.
That's because
Making
I
it
have
like
the
the,
sense.
chicken murderator over there.
Yeah, the chicken...
Slaughterizer.
The slaughterizer, yes.
That's,
Well, you see, we spent so much time working on it, we can't actually remember the name most of the time.
well, no, I remember the name, it's just murderator is also fun to say.
It is.
It's just like from whatever video Jay did months and months ago where he called it Wedge World Gen Iterator.
Yeah.
That is all it will ever be to me is World Gen Iterator.
It's the
Because
iterator.
it iterates your world gens.
Yes.
Which was my comment in response to him.
Yes.
See, I missed that because I don't watch his videos very often.
Oh, that's because work.
Well, that and the fact that most of the time I'm sitting here, so...
True. That, and of course you don't love me.
Yes.
Well, now,
That
see,
is
I didn't
part
want to
of
say that, but I figured it was just the unspoken truth we
Yeah.
were all aware of.
Aww.
God damn it, picture frame.
That's mean. I do actually love him sometimes.
Yeah.
I can tell.
There you go. Put those half
Well, I mean, if
slabs
for
in
no
there.
other reason than nobody else will have me.
Aw.
I thought you were going to say because nobody will have him, but...
Well, we're just forever alone together.
Say, well... Hey, actually, I wanna see.
That's not horrible and miserable and pathetic at all.
You can turn the...
Turned into a really cheerful episode, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has, hasn't it? I just noticed that when you right-click the things on the signs, it actually spins them in circles. I did
Okay.
not know that. I'm gonna make a chest down here for jack-o'-lanterns.
But so, on another self-deprecating note, it's actually amusing. I was at work and having to man self-checkout, which sucks. And it's difficult considering I'm not a man. Anyway, I called some people over because there's only one person to register. And, they came over and they're like, normally we don't use these machines. It's like, yeah, I know, but there's nobody else, and otherwise you're just in line forever. Well, are you gonna help us? I was like, yes, I'll help you. And one of them was like, are you sure you're not a machine?
What?
And I looked at him he asked me if I was sure if I wasn't a machine. I looked at him for a minute and said, sir, if I was a machine, don't you think I'd look a lot better?
Aw.
And he just stopped and stared at me.
Aw.
It was hilarious.
And sad.
His
Mostly-
wife thought it was hilarious.
Ah, he has a wife. That's why he didn't want to answer that.
Ah.
Yeah.
See, it all makes sense now.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing he could say at that situation where his wife wouldn't end up hitting him unless his wife was a horrid, malicious bitch. Yeah.
Which is entirely possible, you never know.
Given,
Does happen.
the, way that the internet would leave us to believe, 90% of the women are horrible. That's just because those are the only stories you hear people say.
Yeah, basically.
And the sad thing is, I actually had another experience tonight that's just bitches me crazy. Apparently this woman went and bought some hinges from another store, but the packages were open, and she was too stupid to pay attention when she bought them, because it even says, contains 2 hinges. So each one of them had one hinge, and she brought it back to our store and was trying to return it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no. You have to take it back to the store where you got it because it's their fault.
Mm-hmm.
And she did not want to hear that. I mean, she sat there and yelled at one of the MODs for like 10 minutes about this fucking hinge. It was like $6 was the difference. I'm just sitting there, thinking, if I go over there and hand her $6, will she shut the fuck up?
No, she won't.
I was seriously 2 more minutes of her yelling from walking over there and saying, here's $6, shut the fuck up and get out of the store. Or alternatively, if I give you this money, will you shut up and go away? Which then I probably would have gotten fired, and that would have been bad.
See,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have this problem where when I start getting actually very, very angry a lot of the time, I try to remember to think of things from the other person's point of view. But then the problem is what happens when I'm thinking from the other person's point of view is they hate me. Which, I mean, they are watching me suffer and laughing. Which is not reasonable. Though, of course, usually that moment I go, alright, that was retarded, calm down. No, just...
Okay, now I need to use the
To
shovel.
be fair, there have been times when I've been laughing at people.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's always times you'll be laughing at people. Because sometimes you just have to laugh at people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like the one guy who was trying to ring up spray paint.
Oh, yes, that...
This has now turned into, Angeliquedaemon bitches about work.
Those stories
But
are great.
that's
Go for
okay,
it.
though, because it's entertaining.
Yeah.
Yes.
But okay, this
Jay,
old...
Jay, you want to fill that hole in for me?
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't mean what I think.
Well, it's very important to fill any hole you see.
Just enough dirt.
Thank you.
But anyway, so
So anyway, yeah, this old guy was in self-checkout, and of course I should start this by saying it involves old people, so... Anyway, I was helping a customer. So I'm actually sitting over there ringing them up, whatever, and he attempts to ring up spray paint. Spray paint is age-controlled, because, we can't have the precious little snowflakes huffing it, or whatever their reason is.
tagging.
Is it tagging? Because
Yes.
most taggers are our age now.
No, this is because of the early 90s, essentially.
That's kind of sad.
That's the point in which it happened in this state. Anyway.
That's kind of sad. Anyway, so he attempts to ring up spray paint. It prompts him to show me his ID, which of course locks the station and it won't do anything until I clear that off. I heard the alarm go off, I looked over, saw the problem, said, "Sir, I'll be with you in just a second." So he then attempts to ring it up again on the same register. Nothing fucking happens. I look over and say, "Sir, I'll be with you in just a second. Just let me finish helping this customer, please." He then attempts to ring it up again.
Naturally.
"Sir, please, just give me a second and I will be right there." So I continue with what I'm doing. I look over again. He tries to ring it the fuck up again. I say, "Sir, please, I will be with you in just a second. Just have a little patience and I'll be right there." So just as soon as I finish with the person I was helping, I look over. Motherfucker was about to go ring it up on another register.
Of course.
And cause the same fucking problem.
I think I might go get some of the jack-o'-lanterns. That way we can replace a few of the stone blocks in this line with jack-o'-lanterns to keep the plants well lit up.
That'll work.
Yeah, because you can put redstone on top of them.
And well, you can put on glowstone too. We just don't have that.
Yeah. We have not cheated in glowstone as of yet.
So are we putting poisoned potatoes in my mom or in poop?
I think poisoned potatoes are in poop, but we could put them in your mom.
My mom is poisonous.
And a
I'm sure she
potato.
wouldn't mind.
No. We're not going to discuss all the things that have been in her mom.
Yeah, let's not.